Iris and her husband Tudor bought a house on Parkside Drive in Burbank, California. Iris divorced Tudor and remarried. She then moved to New York. The house was in a nice, quiet residential neighborhood, so she decided to give it to her mother, Mabel Monahan. Mabel loved the house. It was perfect for her and her Labrador retriever, Ziggy. Mabel still maintained close relationship with her ex-son-in-law, Tudor. So much so that the neighborhood gossip was that Tudor would keep at least $100,000 at her house in a safe, just in case he ever needed it. Eventually, that rumor fell in the wrong ears, those of ex-con Emmett Perkins and Jack Santos. To them, it sounded like an easy come-up. On the night of March 8th, 1953, Mabel enjoyed a night out with her good friend, Merle Leslie. Meanwhile, Emmett Perkins and Jack Santos rounded up Baxter Shorter, a safecracker, John True, and a prostitute named Barbara Graham. They came up with a plan to rob Mabel's house the next night. Barbara walked up to Mabel's door, rang the doorbell, and while the men waited in the dark for her to open the door, Barbara told Mabel she was having car trouble in order to get her to open the door. This ruse worked. Mabel opened the door and let Barbara in. John True, Jack Santos, and Emmett Perkins followed behind. Baxter Shorter came in to help look for the safe to crack it. He noticed Mabel on the floor. She was bleeding and moaning with a gag over her mouth. Shorter was furious. He grabbed Emmett Perkins and yelled at him, asking him, "What the hell are you doing? This isn't the way it's supposed to be." Shorter said Mabel appeared to be choking, and he wasn't about to be part of a murder, so they agreed to cut the gag off her mouth. She still looked in bad shape. The gang realized there was no safe in the house, and they seen the health of Mabel declining. They wanted to hurry up and get out of there before she died. Before Shorter left, he found a utility bill with the address on it. Once in the car, he drove to a payphone, called the operator, and told them to send an ambulance to 1718 Parkside Drive. Shaken by the whole experience, he forgot to tell her it was in Burbank. He then hung up before they could ask any questions. The operator did try to dispatch an ambulance to the location, but it did not exist in Los Angeles. 2 days later, Mabel's body was found by her gardener. Ziggy was found whining at the back door. The gardener ran to a neighbor's house to call the police. On March 26, 1953, 5 of the men were arrested and questioned in connection to Mabel's death. Because they weren't talking and the police had no evidence, they had to let them go. Baxter Shorter's conscience got the best of him and his fear of the death penalty, so he decided to talk. He told the officers he was just there to crack the safe, but he seen Emmett Perkins pistol whip Mabel and was horrified. Emmett Perkins and Jack Santos found out Baxter Shorter snitched, and they kidnapped him at gunpoint. The police needed Shorter to make their case. Police found the car Emmett Perkins and Jack Santos used to kidnap Shorter. That's where they were caught, alongside with Barbara Graham. Emmett Perkins was charged with kidnapping and assault with a deadly weapon, and Shorter's kidnapping. Barbara Graham was charged with 7 counts of forgery from $266 worth of checks. Jack Santos walked on the kidnapping charges. He was later rearrested for forging a fictitious telegram to Short's mother. The telegram said, "Sorry to have been away. See Olive, and tell her not to make a mistake, 'cause I have to return one of these days. My love, Baxter." An ex-con, William Upshaw, came forward alleging that he was asked to help with the robbery, but declined. He decided that he wanted to do nothing with robbing Tudor. John True eventually decided to turn in evidence which helped prosecute the group. On June 3rd, 1993, Emmett Perkins, Jack Santos, John True, and Barbara Graham were all indicted by a grand jury on charges to commit burglary, robbery, and the murder of Mabel Monahan. On June 2nd, 1955, Barbara Graham, Jack Santos, and Emmett Perkins were executed via gas chambers. Barbara Graham was the only woman to ever ask for a blindfold while being executed in the gas chamber. John True did not have to face the death penalty due to the evidence he gave to the court. All I have to say is when you play with fire, don't be surprised when you get burnt. It's sad because this all happened because she maintained a relationship with her daughter's ex-husband and some stupid rumor he made up, probably just trying to show off. The fact is, they all broke into her house for a safe that didn't exist. May Mabel Monahan rest in peace. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day, and God bless.